Well, hey team, my name's Dave, and I was asked to shoot a video so that you could learn a little bit more about our team. But first, some loan officer humor. Your file is clear to close. Just kidding. Three loan officers walk into a bar. The fourth one ducks. So anyhow, you gotta have a little bit of fun with this business because it is a crazy, crazy business. A little bit about myself is my name's Dave Young, and I've been in this business for almost 20 years. Yes, yes. See the little bags under the eyes, get a little twitch every now and then when stuff comes back from underwriting. You know how it is, right? So, hey, I just wanted to just kind of run through a little bit about our team and how it's set up and why we are the way that we are. So after 20 years of being in this business, I thought to myself, what would I need as a loan officer, right? So I was a retail loan officer, then I was a call center loan officer, then I was an ops manager, then I was a retail manager, then I went back to my passion of being a retail loan officer, and I've been in so many different roles, and I was thinking to myself, what would have made me successful? What would have really taken me to the next level in all the different roles that I was in? And so that's why we came up with a bit of a hybrid model, right? So a lot of us have been in the business for a long time. Going back to a little bit of humor, I love it when you talk to a loan officer or realtor and they're like, I've been in real estate for 38 years. And dude's like 40 years old, right? Living in a house doesn't count as being in real estate. Just saying, just saying. So, my goal over the last 20 years is to learn something new constantly, right? I don't want to be a first year person 20 times over, right? I want to learn from every aspect of that. And so all that learning is kind of combined into this hybrid model, right? So how it works is that if you're new, whether you're a retail or you're a call center loan officer, if you're new, it's going to act a lot like a call center, right? The goal is to get you ramped up right out of the gates. We don't want to dilly daddle and sit you in training and we don't want to take things slow, right? Your first couple of weeks, you will be in training, and I'll go through that in a minute, right? But on the same time, you're going to be building your pipeline, right? So when you first come on board, 80% of your day is going to be prospecting. And we use a number of things to prospect, but one of our main core tools is a dialing system, right? It dials 80 people an hour, so you're guaranteed to talk to a lot of people, right? And this is a contact sport. Who realizes that mortgages is a contact sport, right? The more people you contact, the greater your chances of winning, right? I know, binging Netflix is so much more fun. Just kidding. No, the more people you contact, the better your results are going to be, right? So the goal is, hit the ground running. Your first couple of weeks, you're going to learn how to use the systems, and that's okay. But the more important thing is that you're building your pipeline. And your goal is to get at least 10 deals into processing ASAP, right? Once you've got a nice thick pipeline, then you're stable, right? And what we recommend doing is, at first, starting off with the refi leads. We've got thousands of refi leads, and more are coming in every single day. We had over 600 leads come in last week, and they're blend, purchase, refinance, whatever is hot in the market that day, right? And so the goal is call those refi leads, hammer through those. Bring your pipeline over with you, hammer through your pipeline, right? Get a lot of loans on the board from day one. The highest level people start before they start, right? So they start learning our system, they start polishing the guidelines, they start telling people, hey, we're making a transition, and I'm going to be starting on Monday, and I need you to, fill out whatever it is that you're using, maybe a paper 1003 or whatever, so that when you come on board, you've got business already. You're already helping people, right? So that's how we start off. Get 10 deals in your pipeline. get ready to rock and roll, right? The second is we want to focus on a purchase business. Refi is good, but you know how it is. Refis are up and then refis are down. So the goal is to focus on the purchase business. And when you're doing the purchase loans, you really want to think about a couple of things, really. One, unlike a refinance, so a refinance is one call close, right? You talk to the borrower while they're on the phone, you have them sign their disclosures, you have them upload their documents because our system's awesome, right? You can do all this in like 10, 15 minutes, right? And they're already into processing by the time you're off the phone. Purchases are a different animal, right? You help people get qualified, but then the next step is you're still going to open up the doc portal like you would with a refinance, have them upload the docs, right? In this kind of a market, you are not going to be successful in getting your offers accepted if you don't have a conditional approval letter, right? A pre-qual letter is kind of a thing of the past. How we get our conditional approval letter is we send that over to underwriting. Same kind of process that you're thinking at on a refinance, right? But here's where the difference comes in, right? The purchases you got to follow up with, right? You got to follow up with the customer and the realtor. Now, let's segue into this a little bit. The realtor is a great source of business for you, right? So you are leveraging the purchase leads to build realtor relationships. So many loan officers go the bad route, right? The kiss of death for a loan officer is that they're like, hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to go to the bar with every realtor, and I'm going to go golfing all day with every realtor. And you know what the secret of that is? You want to know the secret? Come in a little closer. Come in a little closer. The secret is that if the realtor's golfing all day, they're probably not selling homes, right? If the loan officer is golfing all day, they're probably going out of business. All right, I know you got a lot of you guys are going to hate me for saying that, but it's true, right? All the loan officers that start off their career thinking that it's a professional golf game and they happen to do mortgages on the side go out of business very, very, very quickly, right? And we don't want that to happen to you. So anyhow, the purchases are the way to leverage into those relationships, not golf games. Once you have a pipeline, you're closing 30 deals a month, 40 deals a month, go to all the golf games you want. Just make sure your pipeline's always full, right? Not when you're new. Not when you're new. Take it from this old guy, not when you're new. All right, so you're leveraging those purchases to relationships. What other relationships can you get from a purchase loan? Think about that. You're already in contact, hopefully once or twice a week, with the buyer's agent, right? But now you've got the listing agent, you've got a title company, you've got an insurance agent, you've got the employer. We offer the home loan benefit program. There's so many different ways that you can get business from that, right? So the refis are good because it's a great way to like get that shot of injection, that shot of adrenaline into your pipeline. Boom, put 10, 20, 30 refinances on the board. Bring over some of your pipeline and then focus in on purchases. So initially, 80% of your pipeline might be refi and 20% purchases, but then over time, 80% of your pipeline is going to be purchases because you're going to get a lot of referral business, and then only 20% is going to be refi. And I hope that makes sense. I know a lot of people were asking, how does this work? How does this work? All right, so let me go into the second part of that. So you're starting off with leads, but the goal is to build into relationships, right? Everyone's like, well, I do make 500 basis points. No. On the leads, right, it depends on how they come in. If it's a live hot call to you with a borrower on the phone that's ready to go, that's 50 basis points, right? You only have to quote and collect. That's it. No prospecting, no effort. The buyer comes on the phone, they're already transferred to you by one of our outbound marketing specialists, and all you have to do is quote, collect the docs, into processing, 50 basis points. If you make the outbound call, so you're in the dialing system, which is where you're going to be for your first 90 days, right? 80% of your day. So if you don't like prospecting, this is not the job for you, right? Because we want cheetahs, right? We don't want people that are closing 1 or 2 deals a month. You can be closing 10, 20, 30 deals a month, right? So you can be prospecting a lot, right? As you're prospecting, you bring those in, that's 75 basis points. So that puts you in 50% increase. Now, on the self-source production, it varies all the way from 75 up to 150 some basis points, right? And that stacks with your lead business, right? So if you're doing, and I'm just going to throw some numbers out there. I don't know how accurate this is because I'm not the hiring manager. I'm telling you how it is, right? So that you know what you're getting into. So let's say you're doing $2 million worth of leads and you do a self-source deal, and now you qualify for, let's say, 130, 140 basis points on that self-source deal because you built it so up with those leads. So that's why it's so important to do both, right? So if you get a lead and that comes in and it's a purchase, and you just happen to coordinate with the title company, and that title company gives you a loan, right? That loan is considered self-sourced, right? So you can really leverage this to build an empire. So the goal isn't that you're in the same, like me, right? That you're not doing the same thing year after year after year, right? The goal is that we're helping you build out a business, building out the business. All right, I stayed on that for a little bit too long. Let me transition over into how things work. So you've already been introduced to the OMA side. So I'll give you the longest route possible. So we have a lot of leads coming in every single week, right? Either the OMA or the loan officers dialing those. Once you get the customer on the phone, the goal is not only just to take an app, right? Help people. So that's our goal. We need to help people. That's our primary focus. Money numbers will come, they never follow, right? We'll unpack that in a different video, right? Help people, help people, help people. So the way that you help them is you go through, you find out what they qualify for, you get them engaged, you open up their portal, you put them into the system, whether it's a purchase or a refinance, right? You get that set up in the system right away, right? So that way they're uploading their docs, they're signing their disclosures, you're pushing it into processing, and then the processor takes over from there. I know a lot of loan officers like to process their own deals. It doesn't work here, right? Loan officers are great at sales, processors are great at processing, right? Let the processor, let your assistant, most of you guys or gals will get LOAs when you come on board with us. The LOAs are fantastic. They're already pre-trained. Let them hustle after those little miscellaneous things, right? You are the doctor, right? You are a six-figure plus earner. We do not want you chasing a pay stub. Let me say that again. We don't want you chasing pay stubs, right? We'll hire somebody for, 40, 50 grand a year to chase after that stuff, right? You are $150, $250, $550 or dollar, I wish, right? $1,000 a year individual, right? You are the doctor. Don't do menial tasks, right? Your number one focus, the way that you make it there, is you're prospecting 80% of the day, right? You're getting referrals 20% of the day. You're filling out your calendar. You're staying in time blocks, right? So that's how the system works, right? Our ops team is absolutely fantastic. You are going to call your customer once per week to check in. Customer service is paramount here. Please call your customers, right? And that's how you're going to get referral business in the future. You got to know, like, and love on your clients, right? They not only are humans like you and me, but they're awesome people and they're your clients, right? So let me check my notes here, right? So we talked about leveraging everything in. Really, when you first start, we're going to invest a lot into you, right off the bat, right? So we're going to send you a laptop. I'm going to buy you a couple of monitors. I'm going to buy you a keyboard, a mouse, headset, and a cool bag of swag, right? Now, we're not some big corporate affiliate that's got like bajillions of dollars, right? This comes out of our team's pocket, right? So our team is investing into you right off the bat. And then I'm going to be personally investing into you in terms of coaching like this, right? Most people spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month on coaching. You're going to get that for free as part of a perk for being a part of our team. I know, too good to be true. These are all the things I needed, I wanted, and I begged for as a loan officer, right? I got leads, I've got support, I've got processors that actually process, LOAs that run after things, dialing system to make your job faster, right? We got great POS system, and now we've got coaching, training, and teamwork, and a cool partnership. We have a lot of fun as a team. Those who are engaged excel. They just do, right? So we're going to invest a ton into you right off the bat, right? The goal is to pick that up and run with it, right? The people who are successful are the ones who picked it up and ran with it. So I guess picking up with running with it's a good segue to say, we've had some success, a lot of success actually. So we're a newer division, we're a hybrid, right? Most places are either call center or the retail. We're both, right? Because you start off on the dialer making lots of calls until you build up a pipeline, and now you've kind of organically transitioned into retail, and now you're growing out your retail or your referral business, right? So you're in a really, really good spot on both sides. And so our team functions a little bit differently, and it's going to be important for you to build those relationships within the team. It'll be important for you to start off with hustle, right? To go and run after it. That, speaking of that, right? A lot of people are like, well, I need a ramp up for the first 3 months or 6 months or 8 months or 5 years, right? And I say to myself, why? Why would somebody need a ramp up? Are they not good on their sales experience, right? Wouldn't you think, bringing over their pipeline, right? Because if they're successful loan officers, they've already got a pipeline. Bring over the pipeline, letting the team work that while they're in training, while they are working on getting additional stuff set up, right? So, we don't offer ramp ups because what I've found in a ramp up is that you don't start off with hustle. Most people don't start off with hustle. And I've been hiring dozens, if not hundreds of loan officers over the years, right? And what happens a lot of time with the ramp up is that people come on board and let's say they got 3 months, right? They wait until their 3rd month paycheck comes in, and then they're like, oh, I don't have any deals on the board. I am freaking out. What do I do? Oh man, I'm gonna call back that recruiter that was offering me a ramp up at a different company. And that's why you see so many loan officers jumping ship after 3 to 6 months. Constant, like revolving door, right? We are different. We don't want to give some measly $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 ramp up, right? We want you to make $20,000, $30,000 on your first couple of paychecks. And the way that we do that is we give you accelerated basis points, and we give you all the business you can handle. So if you're a cheetah and you're a salesperson, then you're gonna thrive. You're gonna explode, right? If you're a sloth and you just wanna sit on the couch and watch Netflix, please stop watching this video now. Go do something else with your life, right? This is not a good industry for you. Those of us who are running, right, we're gonna be in this business for the next 20 years, right? I've been through multiple market crashes. The people out there, it's been really, really easy the last 5-7 years for this business. I mean, heck, the rates keep dropping. And so many people made, hundreds of $1,000s last year just saying, hey, you're 5%, would you like 3%? You're at 5%, would you like 3%? And then, hey, you're at 5%, would you like 2%? You're at 5%, would you like 2%? And they got paid, hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that. That's not how this industry is, right? Normally, right? Normally we gotta get out, we gotta work, we gotta hustle, right? There's a lot of things that we need to do. And I'm hoping that you're the kind of person with hustle, where I'm hoping that if you're still watching this video, you're the type of person that's going to appreciate things like free business coming in, free training, the camaraderie of having a team, the camaraderie of having support, and being a true doctor, right? Doctors don't go out into the lobby and greet people, right? Doctors don't take temperatures. Doctors, you're essentially building your doctor practice here with us, with our team, right? We've got all that infrastructure already in place, right? So I know I'm kind of rambling on that, but I want to stretch that point across tremendously, right? Because we're looking for people who want to be more than employees. We don't want people who are widgets or gizmos or cogs in a machine, right? We want people who are creative and hardworking and want to excel to the next level, right? That's who we're looking for, right? Those who want to build something bigger than they are, and not just have a 9-to-5 that they can punch a time clock in, right? So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully we explained pretty much everything we can think of explaining. If you have any comments, questions, criticisms, or witticisms, if it's criticism, you can save it. No, I'm kidding. Give us a shout. So hope you get a chance to watch some of our other videos, and thanks for considering us. Talk to you soon.